Good. All right. So, in today's world, as we know, like it's starting to become a more visual world, and that's with anything we do. Like whether we're walking past a building and we see like fine arts in the building, or if we're on the sidewalk or something and we see like street signs and stuff like that. Everything is starting to become very visual. And what this does as a marketing major, this kind of helps us out because our job is to help you guys and give you what you need. So if we know it's a visual world, we're going to start becoming like give you guys like whether that's through ads that you may like, whether it's through pictures or just sayings like Nike, just do it. When you see a Nike sign, just do it, you automatically assume of Nike, whether it has a Nike swoosh or not. And that's just because of that's what a marketing major's role is. And according to Brightspace.org, they say a person is 60,000 more times to view an image and understand it more than text. So today I will be explaining why visual literacy is kind of why marketers depend on visual literacy to help with the audience. But first we have to understand what visual literacy is. And we see here, visual literacy is the ability to read, write, respond, and interpret visual images. And so this picture that we see here is kind of like your eyes and like your brain all working together and stuff like that. So it's important to understand visual literacy because if you can't create visual literacy, then it may be hard to get that out to your audience. So as a marketer, this is one thing, the first thing that you have to do. First, you have to understand what is visual literacy and how do you create it. And so with this, also, you have to understand what is marketing. So marketing is a process for creating, communicating, exchanging, and delivering offerings that have value for customers. So that's whether I'm selling toothpaste. I have to know your needs, like what kind of toothpaste do you like? Do you like mint? Do you not like mint? Do you like regular flavors? And things of this nature. And so that's what a marketer's most important job is, to make sure his customer is happy. And so to do this, we have the 4 P's of marketing. And that's product, price, place, and promotion. And these are real big. So I'm going to be hitting on each topic just so you can get a better understanding of each one of these are. So the first is the product. So obviously we all know what product is. That's just basically a good or service that can be offered that can satisfy a need or a want. So an iPhone, this is a new iPhone 12, and this is a product. So everyone wants the new updated iPhone. And as a marketer, I know this. So I'm going to do my best to, like you see the 4 iPhones, you see the different colors, because I may want blue or red, female may want pink or something like that. And you must know this as a marketer because, like I said, you have to go with those needs. So just understand that, and like the visuals here, you see the background is orange or red, I don't really want to see it. But it's attracting your eye to the iPhone because it's directly in the middle. So a marketer did this based off the visual clues because your eyes are going to attract to the middle of it. And if you see the 4 iPhones are directly in the middle of the page, so your eyes are not wandering all over the place. They're in a straight line and stuff like that. And this was a marketer's role through visual literacy just to show the importance of this iPhone. And basically go with what you need, because you're like, dang, mom, I need this iPhone, or dad, or something like that. Or if you're independent, why do you need this new iPhone? Because you can see the 3 cameras right here, because a lot of iPhones only have 1 camera, but this highlights the 3 cameras, and then plus the flash on the back and top. So that's just what another need. So also it's cost. Basically, cost is just consumers pay for a product or service. And so money is everything in this world, right? So we all know that. And so if the new iPhone 12, let's say, is $1,000, that sounds like a lot. But as a marketer, I'm going to understand, I'm not going to put this iPhone as $1,000. I'm going to break it down into payments, whether say you can pay $150 a month for this new iPhone. That sounds more reasonable than to say $1,000. And as a marketer, you must know this because, like I said, you're not going to pay the $1,000 outright as a consumer. And as a marketer, you must just understand what do your consumers need or want. They're going to pay the $150 before the $1,000, even though it's going to equal the same at the end, but it sounds a lot better. Also, place. Place is just where a product is placed geographically or single location of an item. So if I know, like in Ohio, or like Florida, it's a sunshine state, so oranges and stuff like that is big with fruit. I may not want to sell fruit in a state like Maine or something like that, like oranges, because it may not be as popular. The seasons change more in Maine. So I have to know this as a marketer because I have to know the position, the place. Also, place can go to is where is it located inside the store. So if I'm in the produce aisle and I see a lot of fruit, and then I see maybe like, how can I say, maybe like something that's non-perishable by the fruit, it's not going to look right because like toothpaste can't be in the aisle with the vegetables because it's not going to attract your eyes because you're thinking you only want vegetables. That's why you go down this aisle. So if I go down a toothpaste aisle and like the different colors may attract to you or something like that, as a marketer, you have to know where to place this item Or like, as example, if you go to Sheetz right now, if you go to the front of the store, if you ever notice, all the candy and the toys in the front of the store by the cashier are all at a lower spot than anything other than the store. And that's because when kids come in, that's what they see when they go to the front of the store. And a marketer did that because the kid is going to grab that to show his parents, like, mommy, I want this candy or I want this toy. And that is a marketing strategy because you're giving out these visual cues to these kids at their eye level. So that is very important as a marketer. Then lastly, we have promotion. And this is what everyone believes that marketers or marketing is basically is just ads or promotion. So basically, promotion is a set of activities to share knowledge about a product or brand to sell, so brand awareness or in sales. So basically, you see here the sneakers. The sneaker makes the man. So if you see this ad as a man, you know what I'm saying, and you see a nice shoe, the sneaker makes the man, you're like, dang, I need those shoes because they're attractive to you because you want to feel like a real man, you know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing you do. And so, like, you see the background is black and white, but the shoe is highlighted red and gold because it attracts your eyes. Because you're like, oh, those are some nice shoes, you know? And as a marketer, those visual cues really helps intensify this. And this is where visual literacy really comes into place during the promotion aspect of it because of the ads. Because that is what's going to get a consumer to whether buy your brand or not buy your brand. And also is going to go with your brand awareness. Like I said, example earlier with Nike. Nike doesn't need to always have a swoosh. If they just say just do it, you already know what it is. Or McDonald's doesn't need to say McDonald's. They just have the red and yellow M. You know what it is. And the marketer did this because it understood what is going to outdo its competition and what are people going to resonate more with. And so in conclusion, without visual literacy, there would be no marketing. You must understand visual literacy to be a marketer, whether that's creating, writing, or just understanding what visual literacy is so you can interpret that for your customers. You must understand how to create visual literacy. And lastly, you need to connect with your audience through visuals and words so that they can buy your products and so you can create that brand awareness.